everybody, it's Nikki here with Shayla Nix, and today I'm going to be showing you what my office turned out like after I got my new desks and a couple other things in here. So I figured the easiest way for me to do this without it being extremely shaky, because I don't have a super fancy camera setup, is to take pictures of it and talk about what's in each of the pictures. So I'm going to put them up over here, and I will talk about them as we go along over here. All right, so in picture one, on the far side is where I hang my Cricut mats on the wall. I just made a little hook for them with our 3D printer and stuck it there, and it works really well for me. I have it on the wall with 3M strips so I can move it to a different spot if I need to, but I'm really enjoying that. And then the tall roller carts in the corner are mostly Cricut Storage, like rolls of vinyl, rolls of heat transfer vinyl, like 12 by 12 sheets of vinyl and stuff like that. And then there's some other like miscellaneous storage stuff in there. And then we have the Cricut cart, is what I call it. So on top is my Cricut. I have a Cricut maker, and then underneath is more storage for my Cricut and some other stuff that I have in there. And behind my Cricut, you can see poking up is just my water bottle, and I also keep a little cup thing back there that I use when I'm weeding my vinyl to put the tiny little bits into. And then on the wall is some storage with some pens and markers that I use less frequently. And also hanging off of there, you can see my niffler. His name is George, and my niece gave him to me. So, all right, and then you can kind of see in this picture, but we are going to move to picture two to talk about my cube shelf storage. So on the top of the unit, I have 4 books. On either end are my daily duos from 2023. And then the planner with the blue cover is my daily duo that I will be using for the second half of this year. And then the other, it looks like a planner, but it's actually just a notebook from Erin Condren. And then I just have some decor up there, including my very cute Hedwig Scentsy Buddy that I got from my best friend. All right, on the first row of shelves, I have some books in there and just some decor. In behind the third cube, I have my goals binder from last year, and I just really like the design on it. It's an Amy Tangerine collab with Avery, so I was like, oh, I'll just put this here, it looks cute. And then, yeah. The second row has, in the first bin is storage for things for my printer, so ink mainly in there. And then the second bin is just different office supplies storage. The third bin is all the different cords for things, and also just cords that we're not quite sure what we belong to, but we're not quite ready to let them go. So everyone knows it's just cord storage. And also that's where I keep phone charging cords that if someone needs a new one, they can come grab one from there, because I try to have at least a couple extra ones in the house for when stuff happens. All right, for row 3, the first bin is different stuff for my health. So like my TENS machine is in there. We have blood pressure cuff machine that we have because we have hypertension in our family, so that's in there. And then the second bin is more like self-care stuff. So my mirror that lights up, I keep it in there when I'm not using it. My stuff for waxing is in there. It's more like beauty type self-care stuff. And then the third bin is what I call my info bin. So that is like information that I want to be able to access semi-regularly, so I don't want to put it into our filing system, but I also don't want to keep it out where I would put something that I need multiple times per week. And then my fourth bin in that row is that's my miscellaneous bin. So anything that doesn't fit neatly into one of the other bin categories, it goes into there. And it's only like half full, so I'm very proud of that. All right, and the fourth row for my cube shelf storage, I have a shelf system in the first cube, and that's where like blank paper goes, and it's got colored paper in there, it's got cardstock, it's got computer paper, lined paper, I think I even have graph paper in there, so it's just a bunch of different kinds of unused paper. And then next to that bin is for projects. And so the main thing that lives in there that I use most often is my paper trimmer and just other things that I might need for different projects that I'm working on that I wouldn't quite classify as craft supplies. And then the third shelf has stuff related to school. So whether that's for my work as an EA or whether it's for school council stuff, anything related to the schools here except for my kids' education, that would go in like info if I needed it. But that's that bin. And then the last one, I just have my Scentsy warmer. And then next to that is my teal roller carts. And it's one of those 3-tiered carts. And I used to have my craft supplies like essentially overflowing in a big tote. And I managed to get it all down to just what I can fit on that cart. Right now it does have 4 hoodies living on top of it because they are gifts that are being given to the head members of the crew for the senior drama production for our school next week. So they will be leaving soon. And that's it for picture 2. All right, on to picture 3. So I intentionally didn't clean up my office for this because I wanted to show what it looks like in use. So you can see my tall roller cart. That is it's storage for things that I use very frequently, like at least several times a week. A lot of the stuff I need at least something from that drawer multiple times per day. So that is what I keep in there, and I like that if I wanted to, I could move it right next to me while I'm working. And then underneath my desk, you can see my garbage can. It's nothing fancy, but that's because I needed a bigger garbage can. I found I just was amassing more than what my old garbage can could hold. And then I do have 4 binders under there, but they will be leaving my office shortly. So I'm not super worried about them living there for a few days. And then I also have stuck in the corner under that desk my paper recycling bin. And then on top of my desk, I have my tiny little fan. And then I have stacked binder storage, and that's where I keep binders that I use, again, multiple times per week, stuff that I need to be able to access quite easily. All right, and then next to that storage is my therapy light. So I do struggle with seasonal depression, and so I do have to have a lot of natural light in spaces where I spend a lot of time. So you'll see, like with this picture and the next, I have 3 different lights on my desk, and that's in addition to always having my curtains open and having my overhead light, and I need that much light. I don't know what to tell you. And then next to the light is my printer that lives in the back corner, and then I also have my laptop there. My iPad lives behind my laptop. And then above my desk, you can see the black shelf. On there, I have a display of different sets of dice that I have for gaming. I pick some of my more favorite sets and have them there. I do collect dice sets, so that's my one thing that I collect, I guess. And then above that shelf is a picture that my brother actually took when he and his wife were visiting San Francisco. And I just fell in love with the colors of that photo. So I bought a print from him and framed it and put it up in my office. And I love it. It makes me happy every time I look at it. And then on the other wall, you can see above my desk where my laptop is, I moved my Kanban board there. It used to live behind my door, and I wanted it where it was more like always visually accessible. So now it lives in behind my laptop, and it's working great there. And I used to use sticky notes on it for my items, but I've actually moved away from that and am now using dry erase markers, and I like that a lot better because I don't have to worry about things falling down if they lose their stickiness or anything. So I do have a little container under that whiteboard that I've just attached to my wall with 3M strips, and that's where I keep my dry erase markers. All right, on to picture 4, last one. Okay, this is my working desk. So this is where I do my planning. If I'm doing anything here, if I'm diamond painting, it happens on this desk. If I am planning, it happens on this desk. If I'm reading, it happens on this desk. Doing my nails happens on this desk. So on top of the shelf that's on the desk, I have my washi storage and one of my lamps, a couple little display things, and then I have my pens and marker storage divided up into the different colors that go with each month in the Erin Condren Bold colorway. And then on top of my desk, I have my ring lights. My diamond painting kit lives on there right now. Underneath the shelf, I have the stuff that I use all the time for my nails. So like my base coat, my top coats, my lamp for it, and then my actual colors live in a drawer under my Cricut, in the Cricut carts. And I keep a bunch of pads of sticky notes under the shelf on my desk. My medication that I take in the morning and my medication I take at night live under there. And my scripters also live on my desk. So that's kind of everything. I don't know. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, everybody. Bye.